If you know one thing about me, you know I'm going to keep it real. And by the end of this episode, when I saw Rhaenyra trying to find Sheep Stealer, I was like, listen, I'm going to need a body. So I'm going to need Sheep Stealer to turn around and light that chick up because I needed some kind of action. I was willing to sacrifice Rhaenyra at the end. But let's go over this review. Hopefully I could be more interesting than the last episode. Aegon is in the bed and he's like, listen, I need a taste of the milk of the puppies because I am in pain. So as the maestro was about to give it to him, well, he did give him some. He got a little bit off. Sir Larry walks in and he's like, we got to go. And he's like, what do you mean we got to go? He's like, yeah, Rhaenyra, she done got a whole bunch of dragons and she found people to ride them and we got to get out of here. And he's like, I don't believe it. And he's like, Aemond didn't either. And now he's sitting here running amok. It's funny because as Aegon is sitting there, he's like, his private area bursted into flames. I'm like, oh my gosh. And in my head, I'm like, well, how are you using the bathroom? But he answers the question just as if he's reading my mind. He just streams on down his leg. Awkward, but I needed to know that answer because inquiring minds wanted to know, how does it burst into flames and you use the bathroom? Because you know, if you don't use the bathroom, you wouldn't be here. So anyway, I'm just saying, I'm going to give it to Aegon. He's laying there for everything that's happened to him. He still got some balls on him because he's like, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm the king. You're not going to run me out. So Larys reminds him that, you know, your brother wants you unalived, right? You really want to sit your behind here? And you should see every time they mention his brother, he gets the fear in his eyes. But anyway, let's go on to the next. Olaf is a asshole. He is sitting at this table, slouched up. Prince Jacaerys walks in and Olaf has no respect for him. I mean, if I was them, I would be like, yo, Olaf, come here real quick, please. I would sentence him to unalivation. I know I'm making up my own words, but I'd take him out because he is so disrespectful. And his power didn't even start yet. He just got like an inch. He just put his little foot in the water. Imagine how he's going to be in a few months. They need to take him out now. I know I was rooting for the underdog, but he is a mess. He don't need no kind of power. He is disrespectful from the start. And then he's going to look at Jacaerys and comment on his hair. Oh, yeah, he is black. We even letting him know. And I'm like, he really don't know his place. He don't need to be sitting up there. We don't need to show him no grace. We need to take him down a whole bunch of notches. And his dragon can find another rider. Because humble thyself. Let's give it up for Jacaerys because he soon will lose his shit messing around with Olaf. Rhaenyra don't know who to trust right now out of these dragon riders. She reaches out to Lord Crawley's because he's like, I know he worked for you. Lord Crawley's still not claiming this young man. He was like, I really don't know that much about him, but I heard he's a good worker. So I guess that explains later on in the episode why when Rhaenyra goes to see Daemon, she takes Adam because as far as everybody else, she is the one that he can kind of trust. But you saw her son side-eyeing her like, why are you not taking me? Sir Alfred gets there to where Daemon is, and instead of trying to figure out what Daemon wants and stuff like that, he gonna pull Daemon aside like, come here. Listen, I'll bend the knee for you because you know you should be the rightful king and not Rhaenyra. Daemon looks at him side-eyed, and that's the thing. Once you put yourself out there, you're done. If the other person is not on the same board, you are a traitor. And if he is on the same board with you, then I don't know. Nobody really likes a flip-flopper. You can't be trusted because I think you on my side one time and you sitting here with the enemy. He's going to get it. He's going to get what's coming to him. Alicent is speaking to Helaena. She is sorry that everybody is in this mess. And Helaena was like, listen, I was happier before I became queen. And you know what? Helaena is so weird and quiet. I forgot she was even a queen for a second. It cuts to Sir Christian, and I'm looking at Sir Christian. He is smelling your girl's garments. Now, either he misses her or he just like, you know, being up in something. Because before he was acting all stink and nasty and stuff like that, I think he's craving for some box. Alicent's brother looks at him, looking at Alicent's garment, and he's like, listen, I know what you're doing or whatever like that. He was like, I can punish you by unaliving you. And Sir Christian is like, listen, I don't care. He was like, and FYI, your girl, sister, she done saved my life twice already. So it is not even about me. She wants me. And it's like weird because he's looking back. And then Sir Christian he doubles down and he's like, listen, this war is crazy out here anyway. He was like, we'd be happy if we get unalived. And the brother is like looking at Sir Christian like he's crazy. And he's just like, oh, okay. And he says nothing else. Because Christian also reminded him that most people got some trifling stuff. Nobody's perfect. Then you get the Lannisters. They're trying to get a bigger army to go with them to war. And, they need the food and everything else. So he gets stuck fighting a female warrior. Why? I was like, I don't know why, but I was thinking about the Olympics right now. Anyway, except this girl held her own. Whew. Anyway, when it was done, she was like, I want you to sleep with my wives. You're such a powerful specimen. I want you to impregnate my wives. I'm like, episode we really didn't need. Okay, moving on. Sir Simon was eavesdropping on the conversation Daemon was having. And he sends a bird to Rhaenyra. Like, listen, you got some treachery up in your camp. Rhaenyra is like, yo, we're going. And that's when she calls Adam. Rhaenyra gets there so quick. Simon is looking at her like, oh, I didn't expect you to get here so quickly. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So Daemon, we waited all this time for Daemon to have this weird epiphany dream. He sees the future because we see my girl, mother of dragons, Daenerys. I love that girl. Miss her. So he sees that in his vision. And it's like him and Elena is seeing the same vision, which is amazing. The way they cross paths like that. So he realizes the right and truthful queen is Rhaenyra. So he don't want no beef. Rhaenyra gets there and he's like, listen, he bends the whole army over to her. And of course you got the trifling one of course you got Sir Alfred looking at Daemon like, oops, I'm in trouble. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It don't pay to be trifling, disloyal, because you in trouble. Rhaenyra's out in the cold, chasing this dragon, freezing off, trying to get Seaf Stealer. And I'm just like, whatever. Lord Corlys is trying to get on his son's good side now. He's like, yeah. He was like, I'm trying to help you make friends and stuff. And he's like, listen, you're not my father. You was never there. I was poor. You don't know what it was like for us growing up. Don't try to be here now. Leave me alone. You want me to work? You order me to do something? Then it's done. Other than that, leave me the hell alone. Lord Corlys, there is a son that really wants your attention. So please. And I don't feel bad for Sir LaCroix because he is an asshole. Now Alicent's running over to Rhaenyra. Like, it's funny. It's funny when the rabbit got a gun, right, Alicent? Because everything was all good when your team was winning. Now that you realize Rhaenyra is winning, you at her castle. Rhaenyra, don't pay attention to nothing she has to say. Rhaenyra is like, listen, I want a son for a son. And Alicent is like, done. She's all sad and stuff, and she's like, done. We know darn well Alicent ain't giving up her son. I think she just wanted to make sure she got it out of there alive. And even if so, nobody's going to let her give up her son. Alicent has no control and no power. So what is she doing? That's all that really happened. I can't believe it. Nothing in there we needed because we knew everything already. Anyway, AminaSeenIt, like, comment, and subscribe.